Today we're going to be taking a look at how you can AH flip in Hypixel Skyblock. I've done videos like this in the past, but they're outdated and I feel like they can be condensed a lot more. Obviously you're not going to become a pro after watching this video, but it will give you quite a good idea. So let's not waste any more time. Anyway, if you do go on to enjoy the video and you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. We're going for 13k, so I would really appreciate a subscribe. Also, if you do enjoy the video, make sure you do leave a like. It lets me know that you actually enjoy the video and it also boosts the video in the algorithm. And finally, my Discord server is linked in the description. It's the top link, you should join, there's no reason not to. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. I hope you all do enjoy. So first of all, it's important to know that there are a few different types of AH flipping. So you've got your bin to bin, so that's buy it now to buy it now. AH to bin, where essentially you just buy from auction then sell on bin. Auction to auction, where you buy an auction, sell an auction. There's lots of ways you can do it. I prefer bin to bin, but that's preference. Before I go ahead and show you some examples, there's a couple of different things that I need to say that I think are imperative while AH flipping. First of all, a lot of it is based on luck and basically what time you're actually flipping. Pick quite a populated time and you should have more luck. But there are those days where you'll be there searching and searching and you just won't find anything for hours. That's how it is. But like I said, it's trial and error with the items. Whatever works for you, works for you. Now something to note is basically you need to have a good enough profit margin. You need to account for your taxes and your listing fees. So if an item is over 1 million coins, you're going to lose 2%. You lose 1% when you list the item and 1% in taxes when you sell the item. So depending on the price of the item, you need to allow for 2% on top of your profit margin that you're going to lose. This basically means that double check that it's good profit. Sometimes things that look like good profit just aren't. And also, if you do go to flip an item that doesn't have massive demand, then expect to wait a while for it to sell. What I see a lot of people doing is flipping items that don't have a massive amount of demand. Getting impatient after 20 minutes relisting their item for less. Don't do that. Unless you're dead set that the item is listed for a wrong price and just isn't going to sell, keep it up because you're going to lose coins for the listing fee. It's going to add up. Anyway, now we've got that out of the way, we're going to go through some examples. So when you just start in AH flipping, you may not have that many coins, and the best thing to get yourself going in terms of your coin balance is definitely Ultimate Wise Book flips and Wisdom Book flips. For this, just use your brain, look at the sort of regular market price of the item, which at the moment will be like 210k for these Wisdom Books. As you can see here, you'd buy this for 170k, list it up, probably make 35k profit. It's very easy. From there, if you have a few more coins, you can start flipping some Shadow Assassin. Boots are good to start off with because they are cheaper. You can flip either the Epic or the Legendary. The Mythic are a bit expensive at this point. I do tend to find better flips when looking for Legendary. What you want to be looking for is Ancient, adds value, 5 stars, adds value, Hot Potato Books, add value, Growth or Protection 6, also add value. It's pretty much as simple as that. From there, when you have more coins, you can start flipping the helmets, although they don't have a massive demand, so sometimes you want to expect and sort of allow for a little bit more time when selling those items. And also move on to the leggings and then eventually the chest plate, but that is probably quite a bit further on in the future. Another item that's great for flipping are Wither Goggles. The standard ones that you sort of find are Necrotic 5-starred, Hot Potatoed, Wisdom also adds value. It's pretty simple, you just buy it for cheaper, sell it for more, and that's all this video is really. To be honest, I probably tend to find slightly better flips on the recombobulated Legendary variant just because more people tend to put Wisdom on here, and a lot of the time you can pick up Wisdom 5 ones for fairly cheap. From there, something else that you can flip is Golden Sedan Heads. Now here you want to be looking for Ancient, 5-starred, Hot Potatoed, pretty much the usual. There'll be a theme throughout this video. It doesn't always have to be Ancient. Sometimes if it's just 5-starred, Hot Potatoed and it's listed for considerably less, it'll be a good flip. Also, there's quite a good demand for these items as well, so they do sell quite quickly, which is probably one of the best things about this flip. The same goes for the Golden Necron Heads if you have slightly more coins. It's exactly the same again, to be honest. And from there, the main things that I'd say I'd flip would be Necron Armor, Storm Armor and Maxer Armor. It works with all the chest plates, the leggings and the boots. I'd probably stay away from the helmets. You can find good flips usually more frequently on the recombobulated Mythic variants, although sometimes you can find decent flips on the Legendary variants. So for Necron, you want to be looking for Ancient, 5-starred, Hot Potatoed, Growth and Protection 6, or 7 if you've got that many coins, but at that point it does take so long to sell, it may be pointless. I'd stay away from the Master Star flips and high tier Legion flips unless there's a massive profit because they take so long to sell. Well, that's in my experience anyway. Something else you want to look out for is look at the price of these white Necron chest plates. If you find one of these for lower, definitely snap them up. Same with other dyed pieces. Granted, then again, they will take slightly longer to sell, but if the profit's there, then go for it. In terms of Storm, it's the same, but you want to be looking for Necrotic, Loving, or Ancient, 5-starred Hot Potato. The prices will vary depending on the reforge, but I'd just double check the market value before flipping these. Once again, both Mythic and Legendary will work well. And the same for the Maxers set. Ancient, 5-starred Hot Potato, Wisdom on pretty much anything's going to add value too, along with Legion. And yeah, from there, you could flip some Giant Swords. I mean, anything past there, you know, everything gets a bit risky, because with things costing so much, most of the time there's not a massive amount of demand for the item. It obviously depends on what you're buying and selling, but giant swords really do seem to be hit or miss, to be honest. But nevertheless, if the profit's there, then go for it. You definitely got to consider that when flipping items this expensive. There's going to be a massive listing fee and a massive tax when you do sell the item, so make sure there's a lot of profit there before you even think about really flipping it. I actually completely forgot about Juju shortbows. I make a lot of coins through these as well. You want to be looking for 5-starred, hot potatoed. Spiritual also adds value, that's a reforge. And then from the Soul Eater 1 through 5, Overlord as well will also add value, power 6, power 7. To be honest, it's probably 50-50. I find both flips on the regular epic and recombobulated variants. It's one of them where if you just look through, you'll get to know the market quite well. And to be honest, there are probably a few more items that I do flip, but the video would just be way too long, and I feel like they're the main flips that you're going to make your coins off anyway. So this is going to be pretty much the end of the video. I hope it was of some help to you. But what I would say is that probably the biggest thing here is you've got to be patient. You don't always make millions of coins per flip. Sometimes you've got to be prepared to experiment and take a loss here and there in order to actually make more profit. It's just how it works. And if you are struggling, I'd just say stick at it, because once you get to know the method more and the items that work for you when flipping, the easier it gets, and obviously the more profit you'll make. To be honest, as long as you stay away from like pet skins and items that aren't obtainable anymore, because people do price fix them quite a lot, you should be pretty much okay. You're never really going to lose that many coins in comparison to how much you've spent. Obviously, unless there's an update that's dropped and prices change and you've not been on the game for a few days. But yeah, I'll just keep an eye on it. Anyway, I hope you all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.